Hello, my dear students. This is me again, Miss Chawan. In this video, we are still in chapter 11. I'm talking about lesson 3, lesson 4, and lesson 5 because they are easy and they don't need much time to learn because all of them are geometry and shapes. Two of them are really easy. The middle one needs some time to learn, so I mixed them all together. So in chapter 11, geometry, lesson 3, we're going to talk about quadrilaterals. It's mean those shapes that have four sides, those shapes that have four sides. So when you have four sides, any four side figures, you can call it quadrilaterals. Any four-sided figures, you can call it quadrilaterals. So here we have the types of quadrilaterals. The first one, it's here. We called it general quadrilateral. General, it's mean it doesn't have a good shape, just have four sides and four angles, so we're going to call it general quadrilateral. This lesson is just about memorizing the names for the figures, and also the bottom the definitions that I wrote it here. Also, it's inside the book, page 196. Please, you need to memorize them. So this lesson is just about memorizing. The whole question about in this lesson, I'm going to give you a figure. You need to write for me the name. This is the easiest lesson, okay? And in the book we have some other examples. It gave you the definition. You need to write the name. So in both cases, you need to memorize this whole page here. The second one, trapezoid. In trapezoid, we have one pair of parallel sides. What does mean parallel side? It's mean two line here, the top one and the bottom one, they are parallel to each other, so it's mean they will go and go, but they never ever touch each other. These are called parallel lines. You learn it in 4th grade. So the trapezoid quadrilateral are thus the figure that have just two parallel sides, one pair of parallel sides. It's mean two lines which they are parallel. The third one, parallelogram. You see the figure here. We have two pair of parallel sides because the top and the bottom, they are parallel. Also the right side and the left side, they are parallel to each other. And two pair of congruent sides. What we mean by congruent? Congruent is mean equal in size, equal in shape. Congruent is mean equal in size, equal in shapes. So the top and the bottom, they are equal in size and shape. The right and the left, they are equal in size and shape. Let's go to the fourth one, rectangle. We know it from 1st grade. So in rectangle, we have two pair of congruent sides and four right angles. Okay, so we have the top and the bottom, they are congruent, the same side, the same length, the left and the right side. Also, when we say four right angles, we mean that this is a right angle, this is a right angle, a right angle, a right angle. Sorry if I didn't do it right. So we have four right angle and two pair of congruent sides. So these sides are congruent, or they are equal. The fifth one, it's rhombus. So it's like a diamond. In this one, we have four congruent sides, two pair of congruent angle. All the sides are equal, so four congruent sides, two pair of congruent angles. The top angle and the bottom angle are equal. Also, the left and the right angle are equal. Okay. in square we have 4 congruent sides and 4 right angle. So in square all the sides are equal, all the angles are equal. Inside the square and the rectangle, the angles are 90 degree. We're going to call it right angle. So in this lesson, you need to know that if I give you the square picture, you need to tell me this is a square. If I gave you the rhombus picture, you need to tell me this is a rhombus. If I give you the parallelogram figure, you need to tell me this is a parallelogram. Okay? Just go to your book, page 197. You're going to see that, for example, number 2 until number 9 all need just writing the names. Okay, all right. But in 14 until 14, 15, 16, 17, it's like a challenge. You need to read them and then decide which one, which kind of figure you need to write according to the definitions. Okay, so just the most important thing here, memorize all the names and definitions. If you memorize all the name and the definition for the figures, you can answer any questions. Okay, so your homework is just page 197, examples number 2 to 9, and please do it on book. And the other as examples, if you do it for yourself, it's really good. We're going to do it in the school. So we are done from the first lesson, which was really easy, just memorize. The other lesson, lesson 4, we're going to move on to transformations. Transformations, or in another meaning, movements of figure. Okay, but in transformation, when we move any figure from a place to another place, the size and the shape of the figure must stay the same. So we're going to just move the figure without changing in size or changing in shape. So we have 3 types of transformations. The first one, translation. The first one, translation. What is translation? It is sliding a figure in a straight line. You need just to move the figure in a straight line. Okay? You need to move the figure to the right, to the left, to the top, to the bottom, just in a straight line. Okay, so look at the figure, the first figure here. We have this figure. We just move it to the other side without changing in size or shape. And do you see this straight line here? It's array. This array, it's really useful to know this type of moving figures or transformation is called translation. Okay, sometimes you can just move it to top like the other triangle. In the triangle we moved the triangle to top, but here you need to be careful. You need to move it in a straight line. So any figure moved in a straight line to top, bottom, left, right, it is called translation. You need just to know this. Moving in a straight line is called translation. Second, we have reflection. We have reflection. Reflection, it's mean flipping a figure over a line. For this, we have an easy example, which is a mirror. So when you stand in front of a mirror, you're going to see yourself again. So this is a reflection. It is you without changing in size, without changing in shape, just you, but in another way, in another side. So when you see this dot line here, or this straight line here, it's like a mirror. So this is a mirror. The figure just reflected. It is just flipped. All right, it just flipped. So flipping a reflection, it's mean flipping a figure. It's like seeing yourself in a mirror or seeing any other objects in a mirror. And the other figure also, the triangle in front, and this is a mirror. You put a triangle in front of a mirror, so the mirror just reflects the triangle. So when you see this line kind of mirror between two figures and one of them flipped, the figures flipped, this kind of transformations is called reflection. The third one, we have rotation. We have rotation. So rotation, it's mean turning a figure around a point or vertex. Turn, turn, it's really easy. Rotate, turn, rotate, turn. In this case, we have also a hint or something to recognize it, which is this line, this rounding line. It's mean the figure rotate. The figure rotate. So here the figure rotate. We can also rotate it to here. Again, rotate it to the same point. So it's like a fan, okay? It's summer, it's hot, so you need to turn on your fan, and the fan is rotating, 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 rotating. So the figures is the same. Just rotate the figures. It's like a movement. You move the figure by rotating it, by turning it. All right. So we have three type of transformations: translation, reflection, rotation. Let's move on to how this lesson going to be in the exams. Question. It's really easy. I'm going to just ask you, name the transformed figure. Just tell me this transformation is which one? What, the first one or the second one or the third one? So I'm going to give you the figure, and you need to tell me this figure is translate, this figure is reflect, and this figure is rotate. Just so the first one, you have two figures, between them this line, it's like a mirror. The second one, you have again two figures, between them this rounding line. The third one, you have two figures, you have a straight line here. So the first one is which kind of transformations? The first one I answered here. I answered the first one is a reflection. So the figure just reflect. The second one, it's rotation. The third one is translation. So this is your answers. You need just to write these answers for me under the pictures. We are done from the first part. So you need just to know which movement is called reflection, which movement is called rotation, which movement is called translation. All right. Second part. In the second part, you need to learn how to draw the figures and then draw the other figure by of course I'm going to give you the numbers, or the book going to give you the numbers on a grid paper. Do you remember what is grid paper? On the next slide I'm going to show you what's a grid paper. It's like drawing a graph, so it's easy. I will just send a link in the Telegram after this video. It's a full video explaining how to draw the transformations. Also, I will explain how to draw on a grid paper here inside this video. I hope it will be useful because it's kind of hard to just do it on laptop. It's better if we are in school and do it in live. So start. If you look at your book, please. In this one you need to bring a book. Also you can with me bring a grid paper, or you can print a grid paper if you don't have, or you can ask your mother or father to draw it for you. It's really easy, but you need to draw the squares in the same size. The square it should be the same size. This is the reason why grid paper is useful for drawing the figures, because they have the same size. So in the book, example number 1, 2, and 3, asking for first drawing a figure, a triangle, with the vertex 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 2, and then transform it to the other new number that in number 1 give it to you. First, let's remember what does these two red lines mean. If you remember in drawing graph, I said that first of all you need to draw two lines. The horizontal line, which we called it X. The vertical line, which we called it Y. Okay? So we have X and Y. Also we have a scale. These lines should go 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 5 by 5, 10 by 10. Here in this lesson you need just to go 1 by 1. So this is 0. Let's move 1, 2. Each line of a square is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry if they are not nice, 7, 8. I think 8 is the biggest number in the coordinates, so until 8 is good, but for example number 3 you need to go until 10, so 8, 9, 10. Also for the Y, again 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to go until 10. It's really hard for me to write. Okay, so you need to draw two lines, X and Y, and put the number on them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until 10, and 0 until 10 for the Y. Now let's move on to the vertex, these numbers here. What is 2 and 2? Of course, the first number always is X. The second number always is Y. First number X, second number Y. First number X, second number Y. Okay, so you understand now how to do. Let's draw 2 and 2. It's mean 2 on the X and 2 on the Y. They need to meet in a point. I will go, let me use the highlighter. You need to go to the top from the 2 of the X until you get the Y number. The Y number is also 2. So this is 2 and 2. Draw a point. 2 and 2. I will use a highlighter again. The next number is 2 and 4. So 2 in X, 4 in Y. So let's move on from 2 in the X until 4 on the Y. You see? So put a point here. 2 for the X, 4 for the Y. And the other one is 6, 2. So 6 for the X, go until 2 for the Y, and draw a point again. Okay, now we have 3 points. We need to match them. Let's use a red color to match them, and I hope I match them in a straight line. It's really hard to do it in computer. Okay, and please, please, please. It's a triangle. Okay, this is our original triangle. The question say, let's go again to the question. Look at the question. Then transform it to 4, 1, 4, 3, 8, 1. It means we need to draw another triangle. Okay, let's do it. I use a highlighter again. 4, 1. So 4 in the X, 4 in the X, 1, on the Y here. So let's draw a point. The next one, 4, 3. So use a highlighter. 4 on the X, 3 on the Y. So it's here. Draw a point again. Okay. 8 and 1. 8 on the X, 1 on the Y. Let's this time use a different color to match them. Okay. What do you see in this figure? Let's remove the highlighters to see them better. Okay, we have two triangles, but they are in two different position. So is this a rotation? Do you think it's a rotation? No, the figure doesn't turn. Is this a reflection? No, if it was a reflection, this in the bigger side, it should be at the other side. No. So which transformation is this one? It is translation, because it's just moved in a straight line 2 blocks away. Yeah. So the answer of the first one, this one is not good here. It's translation. Oh my god. Translation. Oh my god. On this handwriting, I'm so sorry. But if you just do it on your own, you're going to understand. It's really difficult to write on this laptop. So you need to do exactly the same like me to solve example number 2 and example number 3 for yourself. Okay, it's the same for example number 2. I'm going to give you a hint. For example number 2, first of all, you need to erase this new triangle to do the other one, and it's okay if you want to stay the same. But sometimes the point going to go inside each other. Also, it's better if you do it in 3 grid paper. So you have 1 grid paper, make them smaller because you need only 10 squares. Make them smaller and use any a small part of the paper for example number 1, another paper for example number 2, another paper for example number 3. So you can draw 3 pictures to know the second one is reflection or rotation, the third one is reflection or rotation. Okay, and with the video, I think my drawing was clear, but please look at the video also. It will be really helpful for you to learn how to draw a figure on a grid paper. All right, let's move on in this lesson because we finished in that lesson. It's easy. You have just 2 more examples to solve. The lesson 5, which is called Draw Solid Figures, it's page 200 and 201. I cannot explain it here on a paper because this lesson it's more about playing or activity. It's not on a paper. It's not something you can write it or solve it or use it as a number. It is using Legos or blocks to do it, and you need solid shapes. So I will record a video and send it after this lesson. I will do I have some shapes at home, so I will do the activity for you to learn the lesson. The lesson itself, like I said, it's more plain, not a lesson, but you need to learn it. So I'm going to do the video for you. Please watch it. Also, the chapter review for this chapter 11, I solved all the examples. um, um, I need to tell you that this chapter review, the book is crazy. You know that the book is crazy. There's a lot of questions in it that's from grade 4. So it's for grade 4, not for grade 5. So you need to remember what did you learn in grade 4. I solved it for you, and I explained as much as it's possible on the book. I wrote the whole solutions on the book, and I just picture it. I will send it for you after this video. Please copy them to your book. Write them all on your book because you need it for the exams to study on them. They are helpful. So just copy, look at the picture and copy them on your book, and then you can study on them. Okay, so this video is done. Stay safe, be at home, and please study. Maybe when the schools open, we maybe we cannot like go slowly. We don't have enough time to solve all of them, so these videos are really helpful for you. It's like inside the class. So all of the teachers going to try their best to explain the lessons for you. It took a lot of time for us, so please watch the videos, study, solve the examples. You have a lot of time. Okay, so because now it's 1 o'clock a.m. It's 1 a.m. I'm recording this video, but my son is asleep, so the home is really quiet, so I need a quiet place to record this video for you. So please, if you love your teachers, look at your recording videos and study on them. Okay, I love you all. Bye bye.